This morning we're going down Railway Close. So that's a clue about today's video, isn't it? So it may well be a dull, damp, cold January morning, but when I was sitting at home scrolling through train fares as I do, I found this fare from Montrose to Edinburgh for a £5. It's only one way, but I thought, I have never seen that route so cheap. So I thought, let's take it, let's book it, and we'll have a day out in Edinburgh, in the rain. Now it's a real shame that my camera malfunctioned just as my cross-country train was arriving, because rumours are this epic 14-hour Aberdeen to Penzance service is soon to be pulled from the timetable, but don't worry, you can see the full journey on my channel. That's never getting pulled. What a morning. So my seat might be up there in a busy carriage somewhere, but I tell you what, paying a £5 for this ticket, I'd sit on the floor if it wasn't so wet. I'm going for a wander to find my seat. It'd be nice to just sit down for a wee while and get some views out the window. Aye, views out the window. We'll just jump in here just now. I'm back on my feet again, and just as we leave Arbroath, I think this is the cleanest window I've found yet. So I might be basing myself here for a while, next to the mild odours of the toilet. Talking of toilets, it's those horrible slidey doors. Fairly clean on the inside though. Our next stop's Dundee, and I've seen in a lot of the seat reservations it says from Dundee, so I think we could get really busy from there. But don't get me wrong, even with your £5 fare you do still get a reserved seat. It's just that I'm that stupid YouTuber that prefer to wander up and down the train all day. And let's go as far forward as we can. And that's the end of the line, folks. And Dundee, let the fun begin. It's not too busy, is it?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just advise catering is now available.
Alright, so this wee map, you can see that the train originated in Aberdeen. It'll go all the way down through Edinburgh, where we're getting off, through Birmingham, Bristol, Exeter, to the end of the line in Penzance. But can someone tell me why there's a smiley wee ghost there just outside York? And that's us now at Lookers, which is the railway station for St Andrews, because St Andrews doesn't have a station. Now when I say I'm on a day trip to Edinburgh, I've actually just booked a train back for 2:30, so I only have about 3.5 hours there, and I'm thinking, what can I do? And then I remembered, there's this thing that most people that live in Edinburgh, and I've lived in Edinburgh, have never visited Edinburgh Castle, and that applies to me as well, I'm afraid. So why don't we try and go to the castle? The problem is, I just had a look online and their ticketing website is down at the moment. Now I'm not sure if that's just an IT problem or if the castle's actually not open today. I guess we'll soon find out, eh? Kirkcaldy. It's looking a bit brighter, isn't it? And I can actually see Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh way off in the distance there. Welcome to Edinburgh. Could I have a hot chocolate, please?
Yeah, large red one, lemon.
Large, please. Beautiful, thanks very much.
That one has chocolate.
And of course, I've only bought a hot chocolate to illustrate the fact that this cost about the same as a 2-hour train fare to get here. No bad, eh? Oh, that's good. Right, what's the quickest way to the castle? I'm just a tourist here, remember, I've got no idea. And if we just cut up this wee close, we'll be on the high street and at the castle in no time. And that's what the back of the flats on the Royal Mile look like. And here we are on the street of tartan and bagpipes. And fridge magnets, of course. That's a shame, isn't it? The old phone boxes here have seen better days, haven't they? One of the reasons I was worried the castle might be closed today is because we've just had a storm pass through. I was in Spain at the time, so I still don't know how to say it. But anyway, that was on Friday and today is Monday, so fingers crossed, we should be okay. I do sometimes forget how beautiful Edinburgh is, but I still wouldn't want to live here again. Ah, construction, my old friend. I suppose January's the time to do it, isn't it? And just like that, we're at the castle. It's only about a 10-minute walk from Waverley Station. I just got to the ticket booth behind me and they told me that online ticketing is working again. So I've booked my ticket online, £19.50. If you were just to walk up, I think it's about 22 quid. So there's a wee bit of a saving to do it on your phone. And here we are on the Esplanade with that magnificent castle beyond. And just either side of this car park, this is where the stands are set up for the military tattoo, which happens in, is it July and August? I think so, it's around festival time anyway. And I always just take a wee look back down the Royal Mile. It's beautiful, isn't it? But once we're inside the castle, I trust that there's going to be some really good viewpoints there as well. So let's head straight in. And you need a ticket to get beyond this point. There's mine there. Hello there. Thank you. Thank you very much. And that walk in through the arch gate is quite impressive, isn't it? I suppose that would have been a moat at one point. It's actually hard to believe and unforgivable that I've not been here before. So it's just as well there's a wee map when you arrive. Take one of those. Yeah, I'd imagine there's going to be these little viewpoints all around the castle. And that's looking down over Princes Street and out to the River Forth. And that's where we came from on the train today, down through Fife. And then over this side we see back down over the Royal Mile from where we just came. And this beautiful view over Arthur's Seat in the south of Edinburgh. Those are big imposing walls, aren't they? Just as well it's so easy to get in these days. I think £19.50 is quite reasonable for this place, to be honest. It is like the place you've got to see in Edinburgh, isn't it? Says me. Enter and exit through the gift shop. Maybe on the way out, time's quite tight. I've got no idea how long you need to spend here to see it all. And here we are going in through the Portcullis Gate. Built after the long siege of 1571 to 1573 is the main gateway into the castle. Alright, just so much history though, eh? I'm not sure how effective that padlock would have been though. Oh, and look here, you can get audio guides for £3.50. I don't think I've got time for a proper tour today. Maybe next time. In fact, let's see what's up here. Ah, the views are just stunning. You can also look through these little slits in the castle walls. Now come on, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And we're now up to a bit of an inner courtyard where you can see all the guns, and I think the famous 1 o'clock gun will be over there somewhere. Oh, I love this. And look at this, how Edinburgh's new town looked when it was under construction in 1793. And that's how it looks today. It's a crying shame though, because Princes Street down here, which is the second most famous street in Edinburgh after the Royal Mile, it's a shadow of its former self. It's all just like pound shops and American candy stores these days. Oh, and here it is, the 1 o'clock gun. This is the modern version of Mons Meg, and this is the one that we'll see in action in a wee while. Oh, and there's a wee fact for you. The first gun was fired in 1861 to provide an audible time signal for ships in the port of Leith. Hold on, that looks like a ferry down there. Is there a ferry from Edinburgh that I don't know about? Right, let's go for a wee look down here. The low defences. Mind your head. And this will be where they put the torches of fire during celebrations at the castle, at times like the King's birthday or the military tattoo, or of course the New Year's fireworks, but that didn't happen this year, did it? The 1 o'clock gun exhibition. Oh, and look at this, the cartridge that was fired on the Queen's birthday. A blank cartridge, I should add. And here's all the other time guns around the world. There's loads of them, isn't there? Montreal, Fort Henry, Newark, Cape Town. And that's quite literally what it's like to look down the barrel of the gun. Oh, and it looks like we've got a military vehicle here. Is this still an actual military base, is it? I'm quite impressed with the weather. I thought it was going to be raining all day today, but the light's quite nice, isn't it? I always say that January or winter is a good time to visit Edinburgh. It's not too busy, and generally the weather's okay. We tend to get a lot of rain in summer, so winter is not the worst idea. Good to know there's a little cafe up here. It's called the Red Coat, or is it the Jacobite Room? This is where they've got toilets as well, just for your information. Oh, it looks nice. So got nice big sandwiches there for £6. Lovely little cakes that are a lot cheaper than at the local coffee shops. And scones, of course, that's the staple, isn't it? And you've got pizzas, lovely looking pies, and lots more nice stuff as well. Oh, I like the look of those quiches. I don't have time to sit down and eat, which is a shame because that is a great cafe. I should have got a later train, shouldn't I? Oh, and look, if you've got a postcard to send home, save it until you get to the castle. I wonder if there's a special postmark that they put on it. Alright, down the hill here we've got the National War Museum of Scotland. Now there's a couple of places here that I believe you're not allowed to do photography or filming. This may be one of them. It's just like any Edinburgh Old Town street up here, isn't it? A city in its own right, but with no cars to spoil the photographs. Oh, and I recognise that man on the horse. That's Haig, isn't it? Indeed it is, Earl Haig. And over here we've got the hospital from 1897, and despite it's been up in a castle, it looks like an old hospital, doesn't it? Originally built in 1753 as an ordnance storehouse for the arms and military equipment, later converted into the garrison hospital. And by the looks of things, another viewpoint up here, the West Panorama. These are my favourite bits, to be honest. So what can we see from up here? We've got the Pentlands over there, they've got a dusting of snow, you've got the little ski slope. If we pan round, you've got Tynecastle Stadium, that's the home of Hearts Football Club. Then you've got Murrayfield, that's the rugby stadium. In the foreground here, this red building, that's the Cali Hotel. And then we're panning round towards the River Forth, and over there you can just about see the tops of the Forth bridges. What a view! Oh, and that thing over there, I think that's called the sun. Now I need to keep an eye on the time, it's 12 at the moment. Around about 20 to 1, we need to find a position to watch the 1 o'clock gun. Now this is the War Museum in here. Maybe they do allow photography, we'll soon find out.
By German soldier Hans Metz. After many years of trying, Metz was finally able to return the boat.
Oh wow, that tunic was actually worn by Earl Haig when he commanded the British Army in France from 1916 to 1918.
It also reminds us that Scotland's relationship with its military past.
Oh, I like that painting. And this Scottish Royal Standard here was flown by a New Zealand infantry during the German invasion of Crete in 1941. Absolutely incredible history in here, and it's so well displayed. It's a bit dark to film, I'm afraid, but if you're at Edinburgh Castle, you've got to come in here. And there's that shortbread tin impression of Scotland. Maybe we did all look like that a few hundred years ago, who knows? Now we're talking. That's like me planning one of my trips through Europe. Oh, and be careful, the jocks are coming. It's amazing how brutal life was. These days you can be a YouTuber, but back in the day, it was more like this. Wow, that was exceptional, and it's included in your castle visit, although they do suggest a donation of about £3, and it's worth it. That's them setting up the cordon now for the 1 o'clock guns, so I think we'll head up the steps and try and find a good viewpoint up there, I think, eh? Let's go. We'll see how this looks. I mean, it might be a bit too far away, but we've got time to come back down. Let's check it out. Through Fugues Gate. And look at this here, we've got the most famous gun of them all, Mons Meg. Made from wrought iron near the city of Mons, now in Belgium, in 1449. Wow. More than 500 years ago, she levelled castle walls and terrified the enemies of Scotland's kings. Yeah, it's quite far away, but I think this is where we'll watch the 1 o'clock gun being fired from. It's an unrestricted view. That was louder than I expected. Now look at this little sign here, the dog cemetery. The small garden below has been used since Queen Victoria's reign as a burial place for regimental mascots and officers' dogs. And wait till you see it, it's beautiful. That's really nice, isn't it? I can hear the pipes down there. I can't believe that's me running out of time. My train will be in 45 minutes. I thought I could scoot around the castle in about an hour. How wrong was I? I've still got time for a look at the Scottish Crown Jewels though. But I don't think I'm going to be able to show you the Scottish Crown Jewels, I'm afraid, because I'm pretty sure photography and video is banned in here. Yep, please no photography, filming or phone use. Sorry. But what I can show you is the real Crown Jewels here in the gift shop. That's better than any diamond, isn't it? It's always good to leave something out the video anyway, isn't it? For when you visit Edinburgh Castle yourself. I'm pretty sure I can show you the Great Hall though. I've heard this place is quite impressive as well. Oh yes, indeed it is. Lots of very sharp looking knives on the wall. And that's a nice fireplace at the end, isn't it? And I've just seen something on that window that reminds me of home. Look, the Marquis of Montrose. Oh, I wonder if that's the key to the city. Right, let's go. Now you've also got the Scottish National War Memorial in here. This is another one of these places you can't take photos, I'm afraid. So sorry I can't really show you in here. But I can show you this fella. The poor lad's got a sore ear. I had a quick look in at the memorial. It's so beautiful in there with the flags and the stained glass windows, the books of remembrance. A fitting tribute. We'll pop down this way now via the Lang Stairs. Over on this side we've got some of the private military buildings of the castle. This one's the officers' mess. Looks quite posh in there. And as you can see here, we've got the regimental headquarters of the Royal Regiment of Scotland, the Governor of Edinburgh Castle, the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards and the Edinburgh Garrison. And this chap here. Hiya. And up here we've got a regimental museum. We'll have a quick look and then we'll need to run for that train. That was another fantastic exhibition. I tell you what, I would give Edinburgh Castle at least half a day, better than the 2 hours that I've had.
Alistair Bruce, he saw some action in the Falklands, came back, started a tribute.
So there we go folks, that was Edinburgh Castle. I can't believe I've never been here before, and I'm so glad I put that right today. Let's go and catch that train. Now, don't get me wrong, it is quite an expensive attraction, especially if you're coming with family, getting something to eat, buying something from the gift shop. But compared with other attractions in Edinburgh and throughout Scotland, I would say it's totally worth it. And I'm sorry, but no souvenirs for me today. And down here at the bottom, just before the exit, you've got the toilets and phone boxes, which are in a bit better condition. And believe it or not, you can actually make a phone call from here. And although we've now left those castle walls behind, the video's not quite finished yet. I'll get you all the way home to Montrose. Let's go. And just as well, the sky's beginning to look a bit grumpy. Now if you take the first road down to the left from the castle, this will take you directly to Waverley Station and the centre of town, Princes Street, all that. And you'll pass Ramsay Lane. They're quite nice flats, aren't they? But I don't want to be missing this train. I've got a no changes, no refunds ticket. I managed to get a really good deal to go back in first class, and it's a split ticket, so the first part will take me to Kirkcaldy and then we're on to Montrose. And it was only £27.50, and the fact that I came down here for a fiver, I think I can treat myself a bit on the way back, eh? And just like that, here we are back at Waverley.
17 ScotRail service to Dalgety Bay.
They don't like you filming down here, so I'll need to be very careful. The 2:30 to Aberdeen on time, platform 19. And that's this way, I think. I always have a quick look at the booking hall at the ceiling. It's beautiful, isn't it? And you know what, I think I might pick up a sandwich as well. I'm not sure if we get food in first class when it's such a short journey. Probably, but I'm not taking any chances. Oh no, M&S is closed. Where else can we go?
To comply with legislation, this station operates a no smoking policy. Please do not smoke on the station. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, in fact, I think I'll just get a super fruit. That looks nice. There we go, that'll get us up the road. LNER, that's who we're looking for. And it'll have us in Montrose by 4:21. That's quite an easy wee day out, isn't it? I could have got a later train, of course, but I just worried they might be really busy, so I've gone for the 2:30. Time will tell if that's a good decision. Coach K, it looks quite busy actually. Seat number 8, where are we?
Thank you for travelling with MNBR.
This is me here.
Yeah, everything else. That was when it blew everyone's mind that some
especially since you can realise this is going to be the last time for a while.
If you're leaving us here, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you.
Great soundtrack. Yeah. Like they went unnecessarily hard. You're all ready. You push them off the. Wait, we just leaving this, or is it just your job?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't film much in first class because it was quite busy, but when you think all the extras you get, as well as the comfy seat, I think it was definitely worth the upgrade. And that's us almost home, and I tell you what, these L&ER windows, they're a lot cleaner than the cross-country ones. Oh, wrong way. So there we go, and as you'll see from the notes that are about to come up, this whole day trip cost about 50 quid. I think that was a bargain. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.